Oh, we live? We live? Okay, great. Like King says, and we are live. Let's make sure we got everything going on. Just check on the stream. What up, y'all? Happy Friday. Made it to another one. Hallelujah. I got this new poster. It says, high talent, low ego. I like that. A little something. One second. All right. Happy Friday, y'all. Welcome back to the Polkadot party. Let's just make sure we got audio all set up. Test.
Oh yeah. Now that sounds cinematic. That sounds like I'm doing ASMR, right? Got this microphone, like I said. Let me just move this out the way. I'll bust out this link real quick. Let's go ahead and share. Go ahead and share my screen because today we're talking about Polkadot NFTs. Very exciting. Polkadot NFT ecosystem. As always, we will be researching this together so you can see what the research process is like. Party. Oh, I'll get you some Friday goodness. All right, y'all. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Thank y'all for joining. As you know, my name is Mike, where we talk about everything going on in the Polkadot ecosystem. That's why you join the Polkadot party and a little bit of black shit. So it's Friday. I don't know what y'all drinking for the party today. For me, I'm drinking a protein shake, vanilla flavor. And we're going to talk about the Polkadot NFT ecosystem. Well, we're going to research it because if you remember from, that ain't even our thumbnail. As you'll remember from last week, as we were exploring the various crypto wallets within the Polkadot space, we ran into a new ecosystem that, seemed pretty sophisticated. And that just led me to, wanted to look into what's going on in the Polkadot NFT space. Of course, being early to things yields potentially higher results, whatever those results may be. I'll leave that up to you. But like we say always at these Polkadot parties, interoperability is key. If crypto is ever going to be the all encapsulating ecosystem that we know it can be, we know that interoperability is going to be absolutely key. Shout out to Real Top ready here in the chat. Let me just go ahead and throw a couple of party flags in here. Oh, dang. Realize I'm in a client account. Let me go ahead and switch to my account. Just something about me. I don't know if y'all know anything about me. I do marketing. So my day job, I run my own digital marketing agency. I've been in the space now for 9 years, going on 10 years, doing everything from Google ads, to Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Snapchat, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, you name it, we've done it. And we do it for a variety of clients, everything from, movie studios to crypto projects. We worked with OKX, OKCoin, consulted with Ava Labs, SecuX. So anybody ever have any questions about that, let me know. But what I know, what's really tailored me to be a thought leader in the Polkadot space is understanding that interoperable marketing campaigns are the ones that work the best. Interoperable crypto campaigns are ones that work the best. So if you just have an entire ecosystem that's all interoperable, that will lead to ultimate adoption, network effects, and all those other buzzwords. Let me go ahead and pull up my news document. Real talk. What up? How you doing, man? Happy Friday to you. Polkadot v Cosmos ecosystem, whose interoperability roadmap will be the future? That's a great question. Honestly, I have my chips spread across both ecosystems because real talk is way too early to know. Just like when people ask me, hey, what NFT ecosystem should I be investing in? First off, I tell them not financial advice because it's not. Second off, it's too early to tell. It's really, really early. And I'll leave it at that. But a lot of things are going good for both of them. I did just hear that there's a big, Cosmos project called Kava that has a new fund, basically to incentivize people to Kava rise. That's what they're calling it. I guess the Kava DAO voted to allocate $750 million of Kava tokens to incentivize people to go out and build on the Kava ecosystem. If you don't know already, Kava is owned and operated by the Winklevoss twins. So if you believe in big money, you could do worse than the Winklevi. Obviously, they use the Cosmos EVM, but I believe they also are Ethereum compatible. But their whole shtick is also interoperability. So, yeah, I definitely am asking those same questions, real talk. So you're in the right place in terms of thought process, I believe. Let's go ahead and, as always, we'll hop into CoinGecko and take a quick look at the top 10. It's a red day. Even redder than it was 10 minutes ago. As you can see, things are falling off a cliff. Let's go ahead and pull up TradingView, which is going to default to Bitcoin, but we'll also pull up some Polkadot charts here. So yeah, in the past hour, things are down substantially. Cardano down 2%. We got Dogecoin down 2.5%. Polkadot down 2%. Not good, not good. Lido Stake Ether. Wow, I didn't know it was top 15, but it is, and it's also down 3%. It's been a tough week for Polkadot specifically. Let's go ahead and take a look at that ecosystem specifically, and let's see what these projects are doing. So Chainlink, it's the only real green I'm seeing outside of Ocean Protocol. Interesting. Chainlink, of course, announced this week that they have their staking program coming out. So if you're on Link Marine and you're wondering what in the world are these Link tokens for, they are offering staking. Check out a channel that's covered that already to get more information. Polkastarter up in a big way this past week, 24 hours to 7 days. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and just click through and check that out. If you don't know, Polkastarter is like a Polkadot VC. It is where you can, it's like a launch pad. You can start your project. You can get funded there if you're building. I definitely recommend Polkastarter. However, they are an ERC. That's not the correct link. You can, it is an ERC20 token as it is today. Let's just take a quick look and see why they are up in the past 24 hours, looks like, since about 3 a.m. this morning. They were launching that alpha at 3 a.m. So let's see. They have some play to earn. I have heard about play to earn. In fact, we will talk a little bit about that within the within the Polkadot ecosystem shortly. But let's see. 3 hours ago, Project Galaxy, Polkastarter Gaming. Okay, interesting. So I guess Polkastarter started their own gaming specific arm. And do you have any gamers in the chat? I don't know about y'all. I used to be a huge gamer. In fact, I still game mostly on mobile devices these days. I don't do like a lot of RPGs and whatnot. But if you do, shout it out in the comments, because is this appealing to you? I'm really interested to know what people's thoughts are on the entire play to earn theme, especially as it applies to metaverse and cryptocurrency. Yeah, I don't know. This is another theme where I'm sort of just sitting and waiting to see what's going to work. Let's see what else went on here. Pulses, Polkastar's utility, holding staking gives you chances to enter 5 more challenging questions. Polkastar is a poll about crypto. Oh, I get it. This was just really bad comedy. Moving on. Let's see what else. Plan for the weekend. Go outside, get some sun. So it must be. I've heard of Illuvium. I know this is a big play to earn game or some sort of game that is within the crypto space. So yeah, I mean, it must be that this Polkastarter gaming announcement with a YouTube integration is what is driving the price action in Polkastarter, down 90% over the past year. Full disclosure, I have been involved in Polkastarter for quite some time. Looking at the prices here, I haven't looked at that one in a while. I would assume that I might be up marginally, but as you can see, like if prices right now, 74 cents, there was really not that much time for which you would be in profit had you bought. So yeah, like everything else, it is down, but it does have a nice little pop in this past day. Although it is down pretty heavily off of that high. Let's just do a quick look into what Polkastar Gaming is with a follow, of course. Morningstar Ventures is following. Very interesting. Let's see. We'll pull that up just for a second. Polkastarter, good game. Kicked off their YouTube channel with a big time review. Congrats on a launch. Who's big time? Are they talking about Polkastarter? Are they crypto involved? If they're not, that might actually be bullish. Is anybody involved in Polkastarter gaming? Haha. Ha 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 ha. Not a lot of engagement, y'all. Feel free to like throw them a like. They definitely do have, if you're not in the US, they definitely do have a bit of a community that you can go and interact with. They do have projects, they do have staking rewards. Maybe we'll look into upcoming Polkastarter projects, or just maybe just do like a review on Polkastarter projects in a future episode. That's about all I want to see. Let's see. So yeah, it looks like this is a 7-minute long demo video. Is anybody playing this? Like, I feel like it's got to be like 100,000 games that are exactly like this. Just maybe they've got like 1 or 2 things that are different. Is this what y'all think of when we talk about the metaverse? Interesting. I'll subscribe just for knowledge sake, but good engagement. It's a checkbox. Big Time. Okay, this is the game. It's called Big Time. It's a multiplayer action RPG that makes collectible NFTs accessible to everyone. Wow, that's a lot of followers, given that I have not heard of them before. Okay, I'll follow. Let's check it out. Alluvium. Don't remember why I clicked into this. Polkastar. Let's move on. Bitcoin, as you can see, is tanking. Let's look real quick at the Bitcoin dominance chart, which will have more of an implication on Polkadot ecosystem. Let's go ahead and draw this back just a bit, get a better idea of the trends. So Bitcoin dominance has been rising for quite some time. In fact, it looks to be overbought on the RSI. Maybe that means that we'll get a relief rally from altcoins soon. Hard to say. However, we'll say that over time, it is interesting to see it sort of trending in this range here. I'm just going to pull this up for posterity's sake. But as Bitcoin dominance increases, I think in a world where there's so much uncertainty, the least uncertain crypto is Bitcoin. So it's not that surprising, honestly, that Bitcoin dominance would be rising, since I'm going to guess about the beginning of the year. Let's validate that assumption or invalidate it by opening up our time range here. So let's see, beginning of the year. Yep, December, January. That's when the war started, and Bitcoin dominance has been on the up and up ever since. So while that's happening, we expect alts to sell off, of course, including Polkadot. So if you are looking to get involved in the next round of altcoin hype, which I assume most of you are because you're here, I would say it's probably wise to dollar cost average into Polkastar projects that you're interested in, especially those that are down, 90 plus percent. This being down 90% is definitely not the worst that I've seen or am involved in. So something to keep in mind. Let's look at the Polkadot chart really quick. I don't know if we've done that before, but let's go ahead and pull that up. Polkadot market cap, Polkadot tether. Let's see, by Binance. Where do you think people are buying most of their Polkadot at? Let's just take a quick look, and that'll inform which chart we're going to pull up here. I basically want to make sure that my trading view has the exchange that where it's getting like a lot of the volumes. It looks like, yeah, Binance is its biggest place. What is Whitebit? Wow. Okay. We'll have to look at some of these Polkadot enabled exchanges in the future as well. But interesting. We'll use the Binance option here. Seems like a big pair. Let's lower things to 1 day. And as you can see, I've not marked up a Polkadot chart before. We'll do that together. But I do see things like, excuse me, this line right here. Jesus. Great. So it looks like we're breaking below some sort of long-term support here on the daily, which seems to have been in place since the bull market of 2020. Does this chart remind you of anything? Kind of reminds me of Bitcoin, where we kind of peaked and then we troughed and then we had an even higher peak. And now we're troughing pretty hard. And are we going to come back to pre-2020 pump lows? Maybe. It looks like on the daily, in terms of the MACD, we are trending back down, which means further selling off is likely until we start hitting darker greens again. Usually we do hit a red before we do hop back into the green, is what it is. Let me check back in with the chat. Is Quant a real player in the interoperability space, or is it hype? I've heard of Quant. I don't know it intimately, so apologies, real talk. This is not a project that I can speak to intelligently right now, but I will take a look. You're watching Alluvium. Yeah, let me know what Alluvium's looking like to you. I just know it's a metaverse play, and for me, again, personally, there are way too many metaverses. There are way too many play to earn opportunities. There are way too many, everything in sort of that side of the crypto economy is so crowded. I don't know how anybody goes about navigating that. But if you are, definitely, throw us a comment in the chat. Real Talk Moonbeam leader commented about XLR. Remember it being on the Cosmo ecosystem. Is XLR a watchlist candidate? Honestly, anything that is opening up the potential gateway between Cosmos, one interoperable leader, and Polkadot, in my opinion, the interoperability leader. Two different approaches to consensus, but obviously one has a hell of a lot more adoption. Any type of communication between those two teams is pretty interesting. It's worth a watch if you'd like to speculate with, a 0.5% of your entire portfolio over a 6 to 8 month time horizon. Feel free. Who knows? I think we should have the next altcoin cycle cycling in within, that amount of time. So, I definitely am not averse to speculation. Just keep that time horizon short and those stop losses tight, and that allocation small. That's my recommendation. Let me go ahead and add this to my watch list, and we can just check in on this in the beginning of future streams. I think that is enough ecosystem news. As you all know, the consumer price index, CPI, inflation, basically proxy announcement came out today, whereas we saw a dip in that CPI number month over month, or excuse me, year over year last month. It is up again this month. We are hoping that we would continue to see, negative prints on that number. I'm really not a huge fan of this type of year over year analysis where you say, well, look at the price of a basket of goods this year versus last year, because a lot can happen within a year. I don't think it's necessarily a data point that we need to come out and publicize and make headlines every single month. If prices were a lot lower last year and they're a lot higher this year, then you can assume that inflation is going to be high. I honestly think that they should probably move that to like a quarterly number. So maybe there's a little bit less hype. But until we do start printing better numbers on that report, I do expect more and more sort of down of a downtrend, not just in altcoins, but also in Bitcoin. But that is neither here or there. Let me move into some headlines really quick, because there were a couple things interesting that came out this week. The first of which is Moonbeam Foundation, in collaboration with Arrington Capital, a thesis-driven firm, announced launch for a new $100 million ecosystem fund. So a little bit smaller than Kava's fund, but still, what could you do with $100 million, right? So it's great to know that, yes, this is a Polkadot dedicated fund, but it is specifically for Moonbeam. which, as you know, is the EVM compatible Polkadot parachain, where people are, building. If you don't know Moonbeam already, it is the Glimmer token. They have their own ecosystem. They are just off their all-time lows. I think their all-time low is like $1.07. So, like I said, DCA, you're getting in on the sort of ground level. For people that have been involved on this channel, watching for a bit, you know that we are invested in Moonbeam. In fact, we did participate in the parachain auction for that. So we do have Polkadot locked up, and we are supporting that channel. I am on my other screen just logging into MetaMask real quick to see what those holdings look like. You can also check in on how things are working for you. If you are participating by jumping into apps.moonbeam.com, where you can select a collator to basically stake to, and then you will earn some yield. Same with Moon River, the Kusama sort of sister canary network. It does look like we are still staking. Hooray, we haven't been priced out. That's interesting. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. But they do have $100 million now to incentivize people during this downtrend to get involved, build on Moonbeam. Let's go ahead and throw them a follow, see what they're talking about. They go on to read, the entirety of the funds will go towards helping new projects develop and scale into new multi-chain use cases that leverage Polkadot's interoperability. The fund is designed to benefit projects across all categories, including DeFi, marketplaces, NFTs, and gaming. Because if we do look at that ecosystem, there is a bunch of stable coins, but not a lot of projects. In fact, the only ones that I've even heard of are Beam Swap, which is a DEX, and Solar Flare, which is another DEX. We'll look into some of these other ones at some other time. It looks like Static has some volume. Oh, sorry. Is there a decimal place there? Is that 74,000 total? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Solar Flare does do not a lot of trading volume, but just over $1 million locked. Man, everything is just leaking out of these crypto projects. It is interesting to see that Solar Flare is down only 93%. Believe it or not, that's actually much less than it would be otherwise. I do know of a ton of derivative projects out of other layer one blockchains. They're down 99.blank%, but 93% actually is not bad. If you don't know about Solar Flare, they are a DEX. They look like Uniswap because they are like Uniswap. They're an automated market maker on Moonbeam. You can stake, farm, you can pull, what have you. Wow, 1 cent. Yikes. Checking back in on the chat. Do I have a parachain preference? Involved in Moonbeam, involved in Akala, involved in parallel finance. That's all for me. I wish I would have saved a little bit and gotten to Efinity, which is Engine's parachain on the Polkadot network, but alas. Ask Ben, what up? Welcome. Dot party. When King says, and we are live, the prep work is already done. And you know it. I mean, come on. And we are live. I mean, how iconic. Very iconic indeed. Pros and cons of building layer one on Dot versus an independent layer one. I mean, I know Dot sort of coins themselves to be a layer zero. I look at them like a layer one. They are sort of a something that can be built on top of, and they don't really launch any projects. That's why they call themselves a layer zero. But it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I think there's probably a control aspect that might be a pro in terms of building on, on top of Polkadot. The con side, of course, is that you have to build on top of Polkadot, meaning that you have to develop to their development kit, whatever that looks like. So if you don't have those resources, hiring those developers is going to be expensive. Maybe you can participate in, apply for some funding. Go ahead and submit a business plan to Arrington Capital, and maybe you will be able to get some money to develop. So yes, love this comment here because that's exactly where we're going next. The other headline that came out in the Polkadot ecosystem that caught my eye. If there's something else that caught your eye, please drop it in the chat. And hey, throw some of those party. What are they like? What are these like? Blowhorns, not blowhorns. These like megaphones. Throw those in the chat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Move to earn seems to be a huge narrative right now. As you can see, we now have a Moonbeam version. So it is what it looks like. I know of no difference between this and any other move to earn sort of project out there like GMT on Ethereum, but it is interesting to see this come to Moonbeam. They do have a link tree if you want to pop in. I am part of the Telegram already, and just know that their whitelist has not come out yet. Yes, they're called Moonfit. So move to earn. Top projects may raise millions. I assume that's why they are doing it. GameFi. Burn to earn. I assume they're talking about calories. Yeah. So strong gameplay, sure. Years of experience, sure. Jack Wynn, Chief Product Officer. Thomas Ing, VP of Marketing. Okay, so they are a team that knew each other at a print-on-demand platform in Vietnam. Asia's making big moves. And let me just take a step back for a second and just give a little bit of a macro perspective. I think it's very hard to find profit in the world of equities, bonds, very up and down. I don't even do those, too young for that. And crypto right now. So what do you do with your money? If you don't have real estate already, that may be a pressing question for you. As we know, inflation is ravaging the US economy. We know that inflation is also an issue affecting other economies. So what do you do? In my opinion, you have to look at the relative gain in certain currencies vis-a-vis other ones, or the gain in the outlook for certain economies vis-a-vis other ones. And, China is the biggest player in East Asia, of course. And they are controversially sort of buddying up with Russia right now. So that means that if we do move into a world that does become increasingly east, that entire region versus west, basically the US and Europe and Canada and Mexico, then I think that China stands to kind of win right now. My background is in economics and international relations, so this is just how I'm looking at things from like a 30,000 foot level. So seeing teams over in that region working hard seems pretty compelling to me. By the way, that's relative to projects from West. That's a going hypothesis. You tell me what you think in the comments. If you're thinking about things at that level, let me know. I'm always looking to engage with people at a macro sort of focus. Does look like Sub Wallet, one of the wallets that we covered last week, does support Moonfit, so that's interesting. Powered by Sub Wallet. Okay. Future Fitness. The whitelist should be coming out soon. So feel free to hop into that Discord or that particular Telegram to stay up on game. That's definitely not, is that him? My goodness. He looks young. Founder at Moonfit by Gyeong Network. They have a light paper. I'll throw that in the chat. Feel free to look at that. But he has been a chief product officer at whatever this is for a little bit. Backend dev, that's good. WordPress dev, good to know. Young guy, and that's what I gotta say. And we'll look at the other co-founder, another young guy, marketing chief executive officer of that same company, which powers e-commerce supporting millions. Are they like an aggregator or something? I'm not sure. Again, young guy. So say what you will. A lot of people are building. Love to hear it. Look, you don't have to be an old person to be successful in this space, but due diligence is due for you, potential investors. So know it. Let's move on. I wanted to take some time today to talk about Polkadot NFTs. Last week, we were looking at this project called the RMRK app. So let's go ahead and look at them because we know that they are big in the Polkadot NFT space. As always, you're going to see research firsthand, hear how I do it, use this to guide how you research projects on your end. And if you have suggestions for the rest of us, please feel free to share. But I think Polkadot NFT projects, a simple Google search is pretty, it's the way that people are going, is a logical first step. So let's just look at what we got here. Unique network. Okay, there's some Google's doing a lot. Let's see, composable finance, Darwinia, Interlay. Polka project. Okay, we've got enough tabs to look at here. Let's start with RMRK. We know from last week that they act as an NFT marketplace. Love the branding, love the sort of cosmetic approach that they've taken here. We'll have a lot of prompts popping up right now asking me to join. Not going to do that right now or connect. RMRK is a set of NFT Legos. They're standalone, but allow the NFT creator to build a system of arbitrary complexity when putting them together. They seem like a protocol. Let's check out their GitHub, make sure they have some activity. Multi-chain, of course, they are on Polkadot. Rich and interactive, which means media. Eternally liquid, which means inflation. Forward compatible. Don't know how anybody can promise that. Let's see, RMRK 1.0 is simple, ETH-like, like that. On-chain emotes. 2.0, multi-resource evolves, eco-friendly. 2.1, what about 3.0? Supports on protocol royalties, sure. Bidding, collections, temporary sending. Okay, renting, interesting. I don't know if I've heard of renting in the NFT space before. Multimedia bases, whatever that means. The dawn of art Legos. Okay, so build your own character sort of thing going on here. Metaverse billboard. It's a digital billboard. Here is a project. 5 elementary RMRK NFT 2.0. Okay, so what I'm grabbing from this is that they are a protocol layer where you can interact and potentially build using their operating system. I think that's a good way to think about it. Singular seems like a NFT marketplace. I'll go ahead and pull that up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to do your research alongside me. Let's see, founder, lead developer. I love when founders are actually developers too. Just make sure that these people are okay. So 4 co-founders and all are developers. They must be friends. Let's go ahead and pull that up. And we have art director and a content writer. What is Subsocial? Never heard of that before. Biz dev jobs. Hey, look, if you want to get involved in NFTs, or if you want to get involved in the crypto space, you definitely want to oh, you know what? I didn't mention the banner sort of billboard approach is interesting because that could mean that they're building an ad server. As somebody who actually works in ads, having your own ad server is incredibly important. It's very powerful. That means that you can, in an auction-like environment, put your ads out there in the world, and advertisers can bid for placements or impressions, as they're called. And then they also measure things like clicks, how many, the ratio of clicks to impressions, and then whatever that follow-up desired action is on the website or the app or whatever would be a conversion. And then from that, they can decide if they're going to continue spending money with you. So very interesting if they do become sort of like an ad server, kind of build that out, lots and lots and lots and lots of people that they're trusted by and partnered with. Sure. Featured in, sure. Okay. That was a really long landing page. I'll go ahead and drop this in the chat. If somebody wants to take a look over that, feel free. Let's see. They are EVM compatible, of course. Kusama, they do exist in frame palette. Don't know what that is. Web3 Foundations technical educator. Okay, so it's good to know that he was part of the Web3 Foundation. He's probably got connections. He is our author. You can mint on the Singular app. Pull that up. Developer, you want to learn the concepts first for the specs. If you're developing, lots and lots of opportunity here. Hint, hint. We'll keep moving. Check out the Singular app. This is where we were last time when we got a little lost. Let's just make sure that there is some commits here in GitHub. Good number of commits, but anything recently? Kind of. So they are building, so that's good. It looks like a lot of it's being done by Yuri and Erebos. And I believe that Yuri is this Yuri, a full stack dApp developer, as well as, or it could be this Yuri. Interesting. Not a lot of followers yet. Could be good. Again, for speculation, you don't want to speculate when things are too big. Oh yeah, I was just interested to know what Subsocial is. This is like Substack, but like for social. Like, do I have to pay to follow you? Interesting. Turn off my ad blocker. I'm just curious. He is a founder here and has been working for a year and a half. I'm telling you what, the future is in development. As somebody who works in marketing, SEO, and all that good stuff, I can tell you that a lot of even what I do is being automated away. Google is pushing us to all become developers, and a lot of the younger generations are also sort of opting into development by default rather than business. So yeah, that is that. Plus, you don't really need to go to college to be a developer. So good stuff. Whoops. So you're looking for a full stack React developer, Rust substrate. Okay, so yeah, social media assistant. Okay, there you go. Anybody want a social media assistant job? Feel free to reach out to them. Get paid, please. Make these firsthand relationships within the crypto space. I will say, as a anecdote, personally, we covered Polkadot crypto wallets on the last live stream last Friday, and turns out that one of the people from one of those wallet teams actually watched, and they reached out on Twitter and asked to have a conversation about how we use the wallets. I myself am a marketing person. I know that they're looking for marketing, so I will likely see what their interest is there. And that's just where we are in Web3. You can get in very, 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 very early on a project just by looking at their job boards. By doing research, you will come across opportunities. So I definitely cannot recommend enough to put yourself out there at a time like this, especially in a bear market where not everybody is looking to get a job, because if you're bearish on crypto, then you're probably not looking for a Web3 job. But if you're here, you know that these opportunities are going to follow you around for a lifetime. And so, yes, this would be a great time to get involved. I've had plenty of people reach out on LinkedIn and otherwise saying, hey, you do marketing and crypto. Want some money? Essentially. Go ahead and throw them a follow. Okay. Well, I sort of get what they're doing. They have sort of a protocol, like I had said. Might have to change this title to just like a remark sort of deep dive, so that we stay under time here. I know Hydra is another NFT project. Okay, actually, cross-chain liquidity protocol, multi-asset liquidity pool. Yeah, wrong. So, anyhow, we'll look at them at a different time. NFT standards within crypto. Go ahead and drop that in the chat. So, high level of NFTs, approaches to NFTs, fungibility. NFTs are non-fungible, of course. Let's skip ahead just a bit. NFT standards, skipping ahead. NFT 2.0 in Polkadot and Kusama. Application specific shards. These are sort of side layers on top of parachains or aside of parachains. You can optimize for complex NFT use cases. Unique network is another one we should look at. NFT specific blockchain offering sponsor transactions, building fungible. I think that this video is quickly evolving into an overview of the NFT space within Polkadot, but I think we're going to stick with remark and we'll cover unique network next. NFT Legos, again, is the sort of sentiment that they were building on their website. Efinity, we definitely have to cover them. Uniques is a frame palette. This is the second time I've seen frame palettes. We'll look at that as well. Go ahead and start writing some of this down. for future videos. Frame palette. Next, week's Efinity. We'll also look at whatever NFTs are in the Moonbeam space. Let's see, I don't know of any NFT projects within Moonbeam. Substrate chain. Okay, and then remark singular. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's dive more into. I do want to look at statement as well. I believe there are more stable coins, but would be good for us to cover that in the future as well. Unique we'll do in the future. KODA dot, very cool. Singular is part of remark. Bruno is a founder. Let's get rid of some of these tabs. Yeah, I don't need more input. At some point, it's too much. Is this remark? Yep, more remark coverage. That's good to know. Paul Barron. Paul Barron. Oh, this is cool. Maybe we should come back here at some point to Polka project. Oh, this is very cool. I'll go ahead and let's create a folder for Polkadot projects. So this is now saved, and this would be a good place to, yikes. There's a lot going on, and I don't see remark. Interesting. Here. Okay. Well, interesting. Development activity over 30 days. Is this GitHub? Are these commits? Voters. Yeah, it is GitHub. Interesting. We'll come back and look at this at some point for sure. There's just so much innovation within the cryptocurrency space. I hope that you are taking a look and doing some additional research on things that we don't have time to look into here today. I have heard of this. NFT raid, NFT trade. Moonbeams. I just like their branding. Call me a sucker for neon signs. My my uncle just bought like a slider shop, like burger sliders, in North Jersey, and he's like, nephew, what should I do to make sure that the relaunch is a success? I'm like, do you have a neon sign? Need that neon sign, man. Hey, look, people love neon signs. We'll love this. I don't know. It's hard for me to get into NFTs because, look, I mean, there is obviously lots of derivatives that are already famous in other places. And where's the honor? I know we're here for money, but at least some of you are. Sorry, you're here for the tech. But like derivatives are just like, it's not that cool to me. Also, there's just so many projects that how do you really know what's going to have utility? If you are aware of a like a blue chip NFT project within the Moonbeam ecosystem, please shoot me a DM at Mike__Sadler ahead of our next live stream next Friday, and we will take a look at that. We'll potentially even mention it here on the show. Welcome to Singular, official UI for the first Kusama native NFTs. So, okay, this is Kusama native. What about Polkadot? Now I'm confused. Got confused last time. Built on RMRK protocol. So we are right about RMRK being a protocol. Where is everything on this website? I mean, look, high contrast, neon lights. The branding is exquisite. It is. Come on. See if we can connect to this using Polkadot.js. Oh man, I just connected to like 3 things. Oh, excuse me. Love to see it work. Okay, 2D booties are in here. Floor prices, Donkey Gang. Okay, 6.5 KSM. Let's go ahead and pull up what KSM is looking like. Get an idea for what it would actually cost to purchase a donkey butt or whatever Donkey Gang. So $60. And this is, I think I said $6 in change. Excuse me, 6 KSM in change, ranging to 8. So, 8 would be like $480, about $500. So let's look at it's so interesting to me that like these sort of niche NFT marketplaces already exist. Wow, these are really nice. Well done. Visually appealing. Not sure what utility there is beyond just having it, owning it in your wallet. Created using RMRK protocol. RMRK protocol is a major protocol for creating NFTs within the Polkadot ecosystem. Floor price is currently about 7. Highest sale is 78. So that's interesting. 78 times $60. So did I do that right? 78 times 60. Yeah, about $5,000 is the most anybody's made off of a sale on this particular collection. Very interesting to see how KODA as a marketplace. Oh, I'm just scrolling and it's doing stuff. DonkeyGame.org. Uniqueness. Very cool. Well, oh, nice. I love that there's not a lot of scrolling to do. Easy to navigate. KODA. Latest sales, newest sales, see more. Hello. Something's not working. New first. Let's look at stats. I feel like that would be a good place to start. Continue rather. Is anybody active within the NFT space outside of Ethereum, Solana, maybe Cardano? Let me know because it's hard for me to know. Looks like the biggest collection here by at least on KODA is limited edition hatchable egg NFTs for which I guess we can emote, sort of react. But like total number of owners is pretty low. Not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and sort by that. Yeah, so this is the most popular, like things are very small here. So where did that tab go? High sale was like 6K, let's say. Floor price is 17. So let's pull up the handy dandy calculator. 17 times 60. It was about $1,000. It's not bad. Let's look at the creator really quick while that's loading. These are hatchable eggs. There are 4 tiers: super founder, founder rare, limited edition. Each egg has limited edition is the branding. Each egg has special traits and attributes. Reacting to eggs on chain with emotes will influence what kind of bird hatches from them. Okay. What I don't see here is utility. Why do I want this bird? Artwork pretty, yes. Anything else? Question mark. Let's see what we got. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, come on, come on. NFT Launchpad framework. Okay, so Remark, the Legos of NFTs, has a launchpad called Canaria, which is built natively on Kusama, compatible with Polkadot, of course, because again, interoperability is what we do here. And you can learn more about it via video. Coinbase set the standard. I would like, if I'm going to learn, please, please, please drop me a little KSM or something. By claiming a Canaria egg for some KSM, you're getting a beautiful piece of permanent art, but also participating in a paradigm shift of NFT technology, getting on the ground floor of a new ecosystem and budding industry. Your egg will hatch to a beautiful functional bird that will bring long-time platform benefits. So pretty ambiguous. Thank you for that. I think that we've had enough of KODA. If you want to come check it out, you can. Looks like you can create, you can check out the Remark app. I guess there are different instances of Remark's implementation, like West End, State Mine, and West Mint and Basilisk, for which you can potentially look into. State Mine unique palettes. I think these palettes, keep seeing this keyword, is something that we're going to have to look into in the future as well. You know, I'm all about making sure that we understand the aspects of this ecosystem, and we will research and come to an understanding together, or research ahead of me. Then you can share and we'll talk about it. So let's go ahead and exit that. Now, Singular, which is also built on top of Remark, appears to be a second sort of NFT marketplace. State Mine, were they one of the people that won one of the pair chains? I thought it was called State Mint. Yes, correct. State Mine is the Kusama instance of Polkadot's statement parachain, a common good parachain which allows hosting of arbitrary assets, both fungible and non-fungible. Also serves as lowest cost chain for keeping and transferring the relay chain's native token. Yeah, I think State Mint and State Mine, something that we'll do a future video on. Statement, State Mine, good developer activity, although sort of downward recently. Very interesting because we do know that in terms of GitHub activity, Polkadot is very, very active. That's why we decided to look into Polkadot. That and obviously the contrasting color spaces that every project chooses. Love it. Developer activity means that, you know, new features are being pushed into the public, which is great, and means that there will be new development. So we'll do a future video on state mine / statements, but let's keep trying to move forward. Parachains.info has a lot of information here. We are going to add this as well to the parachains.info projects. We will definitely come back here. This could be one of those tabs that we need to pull up at the beginning of each Polkadot party. We'll get smarter together. So back to the Singular app, which is migrating to Singular 2.0, or maybe it has already. Okay, now live at, okay, yeah, 2.0 is live here. Okay. Newly for sale. Everything here is listed in KSM. These are list prices, not sale prices. People are migrating to 2.0. I assume that's what that means. Top artists. Should we set our Polkadot party? I want to set our little profile picture here to like the to the loudspeaker. See what that looks like. Allow not suitable for work. Okay. Get remark. View markets. So it looks like there is a remark token because of course there is. You can get on KuCoin because of course you can. What can't you get on KuCoin, right? You can also get it on Solar Beam, which is the Kusama version of Solar Flare, the decks we went over earlier. And on a lot of watch lists. That's interesting. Let's look at all-time data for remark. It's down. I mean, everything's down. So is it. How about market cap? 38 million and up in the past 24 hours, probably because that 2.0. And how high off the low? Is there a low? All-time low? All-time low? Jesus. Come on, CoinMarketCap, get it together. Top 500 crypto project by just a little bit. Down 93.8, up 25% off of its all-time low. So what we've learned here is that Remark is probably a solid Moonriver based NFT play if you're looking to get involved in that space. There is an option where there are tons of stable coins, of course, like Tether USDC, Binance USD, DAI, Frax, MIM, Frax Share. Don't know what that is. It's just like Tron. Looks Tron-y. Then Remark. So they actually do have over $1 million worth of volume in the past 24 hours, which for, you know, derivative projects that are this small is a little impressive. A lot of KSM butts. I'm pretty sure we saw this on KODA. Not listed, not listed, not listed. Excuse the dog. There's the donkey again. Donkey Gang. Is this a blue chip NFT project within the Kusama space? Very interesting. Buff Chimp. Who are these artists? There's so much artwork going out. Are there any artists here? Like, I'm interested to know like what drives people to look at these. So let's look what else we have. Let's try to just quick throw together a framework to evaluate KODA versus singular. I think some things we can think about are navigation, the branding, team, and let's look at social engagement and features. Putting this on a note on my other screen. And then what we'll do is we'll just compare them both and then come up with a winner. We're going to do this really quick because we've been on here for quite a bit. All righty. So first and foremost, we have navigation. Honestly, this is a pretty easy to use platform in terms of UI UX. I like that kind of see that things are kind of see where things are. Your space tells me what I own. Explore tells me I can explore here. Rankings is rankings. Info is this analytics. Okay, just other stuff. Sure. Create is this to create a NFT. I can create an NFT collection very, 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 very easily, it seems. Because I can get rid of Remark 1, we can do it on Remark 2, create an NFT. Let's upload a logo and let's see, what do I have that I can use? Here's something I created, or let's do looking for what I can put up. That would be chill to put up. Let's just do the icon. That seems easy. Cool. So we'll do the stars. Party stars. Maximum number of NFTs in this collection. Stars. Let's do PP. Stars. If there's no stars, why not? This is a NFT. This is the best star-based NFT collection based on the ultimate YouTube analysis show. Great. Now let's see what we have to do. Kusama address. Don't know if I have a Kusama address. Let's see. Pretty sure I can use this one. Hey. Hey, what happened? What happened? Is it because I don't have it enabled for Kusama? Definitely not writing out that description again. It's asking me to put in password. I think that's the password, right? But thinking inability to pay some fees, right? Because I have no KSM in here. So next time around, we'll have to put some KSM in here. This is a de facto Dotsama YouTube channels or YouTube show, so we will have to do that next time around. But very interesting. I believe that it would be pretty easy to set this up if I had some KSM in this wallet. You can set up your own royalties, set some custom attributes. Interesting. Revealable NFTs. So like if you want to have like an egg that opens up, you could do that. Then you could create it. So I think it's pretty easy to navigate. I give it a 5 out of 5. In terms of branding, I mean, this little glitch effect is sort of overused in my opinion. I mean, the colors are, I mean, kind of the same as everything within the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. So believe it or not, that's actually a good thing. Well, like that works. I'm going to, the glitch effect in the, what's the name is, like I said, overplayed. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Team, Discord, Twitter, email, Subsocial. Gotta check them out, Subsocial. Do they have a about page? Let's see. Remark team. I'll just look on LinkedIn for Remark. If you won't surface who you are, I'll just look for it myself. Inflation hits 40-year high again. Are we reacting again? Oh, we are? Okay, fine. Right. We just went over this. Bruno, Yuri. Okay, so at least we know that they are actual people. So that's good. I'm just sifting through a lot of information at a rapid clip here. Community manager, that's good. Moving on, we already vetted them a bit, but it's actually, hold on, let me pull that back up real quick. I don't remember seeing the school. So they have degrees. I mean, you have to have a degree to at least be a 3 out of 10. Looks like Yuri and Bruno are sort of the head honchos here. Yuri seems like he has the skills. I mean, come on. This guy's made strong choices as it applies to whether or not he's gonna be involved in the NFT space. Really, I think if you don't use your own sort of face, if you use artwork on LinkedIn, it's almost like getting a tattoo on your face. You know, it's like it's a strong choice. 10 years of commercial experience in various environments. Sure. Lots and lots of stuff. Well, React JS. I'm building an app that uses React. Next.js, great. Whole team is distributed. Amen. But lots of stuff. HTML5, JavaScript. And no school here. I mean, I guess you really don't need school, like I was saying. Portugal-based developer Bruno, also founder. Skvork, web developer. I don't like that Yuri is also open to other contracts. I know you have to pay the bills, but that to me says that you're not funded, which you need. Bitfalls, Remark, full-time, sure. Web3, yes, right. This guy has connections. Various GitHub projects. Okay. So I guess that's just how it goes. If you have developmental skills, you can just willy-nilly just contribute to projects on GitHub with your free time. That's pretty impressive, actually. Is this a school? What is this? Master in English and Computer Science. Over 8 years. Interesting. I think Bruno's probably a little bit of a stronger candidate than Yuri. I'll give them a solid 4 out of 5. Social engagement. Let's check them out. 62K. That's good for at least a 3. And how often are we tweeting? Newest pin post is April 6th. That's not that recent. Okay. Got some memes. Land sales for a project we're not going to hear of. Let's go ahead and follow you to learn more. Not a whole lot of followers, which is okay, but still a little concerning. Founder of Bitfalls. Okay, cool. Bruno calls himself Bitfalls. Bruno was the stronger of the two, so I'm gonna give them a. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on here. I mean, you're getting a 3, dude. I'm sorry, it feels like a 3. It feels no greater than a 3. Then last but not least, features. For that, I feel like I should pull up KODA as well. Low carbon NFTs. That's cool. Let's get rid of some things here. And we will wrap up. Let's see, does KODA have anything in here? I doubt this is the same thing, but let's just make sure KODA.finance. This is definitely not the same thing. Goodbye, Bruno. KODA, okay. Their first and foremost is navigation. In comparison, I think it's marginally a little bit harder to understand. Don't know what this is for in particular. Like, what is this? This is like my search history. I don't know, and I can't right click either on this, which I don't like. Create, which I could also do here. Cool. Explore is explore. This is just network changer, which is also here. Okay, they have more networks, it seems. I like that I can change my language. So, I mean, these are nice features. Okay, profile settings. Profile. Okay. There's a lot going on here, and I'm sure that with more experience, it would be easier to understand what's going on. I can set up my profile, teleport KSM from Kusama to somewhere else. Okay, so I like that I can actually take my proceeds and send them in their own sort of dedicated screen. I actually think that that's pretty good. I'm liking the features, honestly. I think that the navigation is a little wonky, but transform URL to transform. Let's just try that out. /collect. Yeah, I don't know what this means at all. So I wish there was something telling me there needs to be like a description here or something. I don't have my ad blocker on, so I'm definitely not missing something. Latest sales, can't click on that. Newest list, can't. Oh, okay. Let's just go with that. UI UX matters a lot. This is not. Why does it take me to gallery first? I don't have anything. Shouldn't gallery be first here if it took me there first? Collections are, yeah, some weird stuff going on here. Stats, that wasn't here before, right? Sales. Featuring the most recently sold NFTs is KSM, but from 7 days ago. Come on. Nah. Okay. I think I have some feedback. I'm gonna give navigation 2.5 out of 5. Branding, I actually don't mind the branding. I actually think it's strong. I think they've made choices here. I think that they've stuck to the color scheme native to Polkadot ecosystem, so we know what we're interacting with when we first get here, which I like a lot. Grants, y'all paying? Branding, I will give a 4.5 out of 10. Team, NFT mids are forever has low CO2. We how much is the grant program? Like, what's the dollar amount? That's like, again, the navigation is just like killing me here. Like, give me some information. Team follow. Yeah, they're small. Guess we're going on LinkedIn. Check them out. Oh, they're on LinkedIn. Small. So small. 5 employees. Prime Imagineer and the money bag. So let's see what we got here. Get rid of that. Matej Yangwa Nemchek. I'm sorry. I hope that was almost right. I know somebody that knows you. Who is? Oh, okay. This is Eastern Europe. It looks to me like they have a additional project going on, which says that they're like not completely invested in this from a time standpoint. Maybe this is the passion project, but they just haven't gotten that funding yet. Also seems like maybe they're doing like everything themselves. They do know about angel investing, so that's good. Okay. But they know economics. Hey, very, very important degree to have. But I will say that I'm a little turned off by the fact that they're not doing this full time. They're getting money from something else. I think it seems. I don't know what this is. Seasonal, but still. Okay, good to know. Educated, putting things together. Daniel Barr, somebody believed in this man. Entrepreneur and investor, capital leader, contributing to some DAO. Research engineering, quantum computing. Beware, it's coming for your blockchain. I would love to know whose blockchain can stand up against a quantum computer. Nobody's talking about this risk to the future of blockchain, but I think that that is one to pay attention to. Farm owner? Really? This guy really worked at a farm? That's cool. Advisor to Aleph. That's good. They're a real project. They had their time in the sun during the last bull run. Also working at MetaPrime. So, experiments advisor. Okay. Subquery. Aren't they a Polkadot project as well? Subquery Polkadot. I know this. Yes. Add them to the list of things that we can research. Future. State my. Okay, query decentralized data faster seems like a like the graph. Okay, this guy has done a lot. It's the type of person that adds every single thing that they've ever done to their LinkedIn. I ain't hating. I'm really not. But he's the money bag. KODA is a pet project for him and whomever. The grant program obviously goes through Daniel here's DAO or Bit Forward Capital. I don't see a lot of commitment. There's some technical expertise, but not a lot of commitment. Social engagement, 13.5. That's only going to get you a 2. Are we tweeting? Wow, pinned is not a lot lately. Ambassadors. So they're trying to grow. That's good. ETH, Procom, have fun. Levels of pain. Some of y'all memes are just like straight up unprofessional. I'm just gonna put it out there. Not a lot of engagement with this. I mean, you're getting a 2 from me, bro. I'm sorry. 2 out of 5. And features actually has some compelling features. I will give you a. I think that there are features that need to be fleshed out a bit more, but there are more than there are for Singular, who I gave a 3 out of 5. So let's go ahead. This 2.5, 7, 10, 12, 14 divided by 5 is a. That doesn't seem right. Right? Is that right? Yeah, it is. Okay. 2.8 versus Singular, which is 5, 4 is 9, 4 is 13, 3 is 16, 3 is 19. I mean, versus a 3.8. Honestly, neither one of them are really getting me that excited at this point. We're a little early for both. I would likely contribute if I was asked to 0.5% of my entire portfolio to speculate here, and I would potentially look at a time horizon of 1 year max. But that's just me. We've taken you through both of these today. I hope that this has been helpful. As always, guys, I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap up here now. Where's my thing? Do well, then do good. Seek peace. We will catch you next week at our next Polkadot project breakdown. where we will go over, let's keep this NFT series going. We'll look at Efinity next week. Which is Friday, June 17th at 10 a.m. here on the Gentleman of Crypto YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'll see you next week.